The following contest is in the RFO middleweight division, and it is
cool,
brought
man.
to
Well, thanks
you
for making
by
it sound good back there, Magic Man.
Introducing first, making his way down the aisle into the blue corner, please welcome Marlon Baker.
Well, John, I can tell you right now, Marlon Baker is coming out, and if you look at that line of killers he's walking out with, man, that is the undefeated Dookie Howser, RFO, bantamweight champion. There's Jessica, as you spoke of, and he is coming from one of the premier gyms in the state of Ohio at Evolve MMA. And boy, this should be good. We'll see what he's got in store tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. John Cook does an amazing job with all of his fighters, and he really is in a great training camp. Evolve MMA has really become one of the leaders in Northeast Ohio. As a matter of fact, the entire state of Ohio as far as an MMA gym. You know, you've got your strong styles, your Griffin Rawls. Evolve is right there. I mean, pick 1A, 1B, and 1C. I mean, they're tremendous. So.
Absolutely. I know I can tell you as a fighter, I've had the privilege of having John Cook corner me in my fights, and I kind of got baptized by fire in my MMA day at Evolve MMA. And John is just one of those guys, he will get the best out of you. He believes in you, but he'll make you work.
Yeah, and he comes in here, he is hot to trot and ready to go.
I'll tell you, this is probably the best physical shape I've seen him in. You know, Baker's been working hard in that gym. You can see the results in his body.
And here comes Chris Fattig. He comes in here undefeated with 2 wins, 0 losses, 23 years old, young guy. He is taking on Marlon Baker. Big Guns 23 here at the historic Masonic Auditorium. There's no Illuminati, there's no Dan Brown novels, but there's a heck of a lot of action.
Absolutely. Hey, actually, you know, we know a guy by the name of Joe Rogan from stand-up comedy, also a big MMA guy, UFC. We're going to take his job someday, but he has done stand-up comedy right here in this building not too long ago.
Yeah, and that's something to be said, because this place is absolutely a great place to see a fight. So I am looking forward to this one, especially we've got Marlon Baker 3-1 versus Chris Fattig 2-0. Marlon is coming off of a loss, submission. One of the things that is a little alarming about both of these guys, neither one of them has went the full 3-minute rounds.
Absolutely.
And earlier in the broadcast, we talked how when you go the distance, that tells you, is my cardio where it needs to be? So, you know, I look at Chris Fattig, and he's got a first-round submission by strikes and a second-round submission by strikes. Let's see how his cardio is.
Absolutely. At 185 pounds, too.
Middleweight division, and it is brought to you by ShootItMMA.com, the official photographer of the RFO. Introducing first in the blue corner, he fights out of Twinsburg, Ohio. He weighed in at 186.5 pounds. He represents Evolve MMA with an MMA record, 3 wins, 1 loss. Please welcome Marlon Baker! His opponent in the red corner, he fights out of Marion, Ohio. He weighed in at 187 pounds, representing Max Combat Fitness with an MMA record, 2 wins, 0 losses. Please welcome Lionheart Chris Fattig! This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, and when the action begins, your referee is Mr. Chip Snyder.
Well, here we go. We're going to have Myron Baker coming out of the blue corner, all black shorts. Chris Fattig coming out of the red corner, all white shorts. And like you said, they haven't gone the distance. Let's see what these guys bring us tonight.
And both these guys at 185 pounds, both look very lean and great shape.
Absolutely.
So this fight you know, you always want to see a fight go the distance. It's fun for the commentators. It's fun for the fans. But don't close your eyes on this one. I think either guy could end this fight quick.
One thing I see about Fattig, he's very flat-footed. When I look, you know, Marlon Baker's up on his toes. He's a little hop in his step. Fattig is standing flat-footed in the center of this octagon. Now we get into a little bit of a scrum here. Remember, there we go, what you talked about earlier in the broadcast. The fence can be your friend, but not with one leg in the air. In this case, you want to get your hip on the cage. You want to get a wide base and avoid the takedown.
Nice little judo throw there. Right there, that goes old school.
So he's got an arm underneath. He's got side control. He's going to step over.
And as you can see,
yeah, there he goes. Put the trap on the arm. Boy, Chris Fattig's getting himself in a bad position really quick.
Yeah, and he's got both arms trapped. One arm behind his head, and the other one is
looking for a sweep.
Looked for a sweep and almost ended up with his opponent in mount. Right now, currently in half guard. I remember, again, not to name drop, but Duke Rufus always told me, he said, you know, half guard is also half mount.
That's exactly right.
The jiu-jitsu guys like to say it's half guard. The wrestlers say it's half mount.
The thing that's keeping, he's got one leg in, and he's looking for that sweep. He's looking to control this leg and keep Baker from passing, but he's going to pass. He's back to that side control. Man, Fattig is in a bad spot right here. He's going to attack the head right now.
And Baker right now, he's looking for that knee on belly, looking to slide across to mount, which is great. But if he's not going to get it, he's got to drop his hips.
Absolutely.
You know, the wrestlers, they keep their hips high. But MMA and jiu-jitsu, you got to have those hips low. Otherwise, you allow that person to get their knee through.
Looks like he's going to go for some ground and pound. We're going to try to push the head down and unload some strikes. You can always hear Coach John Cook in the room, no matter how many people.
Oh, big strikes,
giving some big
strikes.
Ground and pound. You start to see Chris Fattig just cover up and take abuse.
And Chip Snyder's looking at this.
He's real close. Gonna give up his back. This is, again, an amateur fight. You want to get Baker to stay calm. He's got the chance to go for the kill. He's got to breathe.
But right now, he can just start unloading. He's only got 15 seconds left. And
some things we see here. He's going to go for getting his hooks in.
And it looks like we're going to see a second round.
Man.
And there is no question that is 10-9 for Marlon Baker.
Definitely a 10-9 round. You know, I think sometimes even as an amateur, when you see an O on someone's record, it can be a head game for you. It can also be a head game from them. You can come in the cage without having a loss, feeling like you're the man to beat. Right here, Baker has come out. He's shown that he seems to be the more aggressive, the stronger athlete, and he maximized his opportunities there in the first round.
Yeah, really came out strong, very impressive. You know, so, you know, as we're taking a look at the replays, you can see it right now. It is all Marlon Baker.
Absolutely. Knowing when he's on short time, listening to his coach in the corner. He doesn't unload and go for it. He settles in. You see him looking at the referee. He's looking at his coach. He's listening. You know, I can't stress to young guys and young fighters enough. I don't care how many people's in the room. You need to listen and know the voice of your coach. They see it from a way you don't, and if you will trust the process, do what they're telling you to do, you're going to end up in a good position.
And for Chris Fattig's friends and family watching us on Flow Combat, don't think I'm being a hater right now, but
not at all.
His first two opponents are combined 2-5.
Absolutely.
So that 2-0 is impressive.
That's
but
right.
How did you get that 2-0?
Absolutely.
So I think now he's got to step up in competition, and we'll see if he can recover.
I think Chris knows he's in a fight here tonight. And I'll tell you what, we got mad respect for any man that walks in that cage.
Absolutely.
And here they go into round two. Again, both fighters a little bit more flat-footed to start the second round. There you go, see Baker a little bit more on his toes, a little bit of hop in his step.
And I can see Fattig right now.
There's those low kicks. Again, back in, he's going to just dip right in here. Got the takedown. And Chris Fattig is back on his back. This is not a good position. You don't want to be here.
No, especially up against the cage. And one of the things that he's got to be careful about, and specifically Chip Snyder said in the fighters meeting, you better not grab that cage.
Absolutely.
Either with your toes or your fingers. You can use it to push off, but do not be grabbing it.
Well, Marlon Baker's going to stand up. He wants to get this back to his feet.
I almost wonder if he wants to get it to his feet so he can get another takedown.
Absolutely. He seems like, as the fight goes on, Fattig seems like he is having some fatigue. He's slowing down. He seems to be robotic with his punches. Hey, a slow punch, you dip under, you hit the nice double leg, you're back to the canvas, you're scoring points. Takedown, score big. There he comes with some nice punches of his own, and there he goes for that leg. He's going to suck it in.
And if he grabs that cage, Chip Snyder's he's going to have a pretty short leash about taking a point away.
Right here. They want to be working for those underhooks, get his back to the cage. Seems like Baker's now starting to slow down. As you said, John, neither one of these guys have ever gone the distance. Here we are. 90 seconds left in the middle of the second round, and these guys are beginning to show what their cardio and fitness is all about. Right now,
oh,
wow, Chris catches him with that left right on the chin.
Oh, another one.
And now a big right.
Fatigue's got him rocked.
He's got him hurt, and he's going for it right now.
He's going for it. Doesn't have a lot behind him. He's too flat.
Oh, and down he goes.
But hits this right spot. This fight is going to be over.
He is close to stopping his fight. Baker, oh, and he gives up his back. And he taps. Unbelievable.
What a performance.
And there's what we talk about. This is a game of inches, and a game in the fight world can change in a hurry. Let's just face it, the guy got dominated in the first round. He's getting dominated in the opening frames of the second, but boom, you catch him with the right on the button. Here it is on the replay. Watch this. He's going to catch him here just in a moment. He catches him right on the button with a right or left, not sure. But it's a game changer. Bam, bam, right, left, and then he just begins to pour it on.
And he's not putting a whole lot of punches or power behind it, but he does just hit the button.
Right on the button. And that's the beauty, and that's the reason we love this sport, because the game can change in moments. What a great.
And right now, Jerry.
What a great fight.
Yeah, Chip Snyder called a stop to this fight. Jake Digman's coming into the cage to give us the official announcement. We know who it is, but he's got to make it official.
Right on the button. Hit him with the right, followed it with the left. That's how I like to fight. I like to end it with those right hands.
Referee Chip Snyder calls a stop to the action at 2 minutes and 5 seconds of the third round, declaring your winner by rear naked choke submission, Chris Lionheart Fattig!
You're a good winner, Chris. That was a great fight, man. You really weathered the storm in the first round. How's it feel to get your first RFO win?
It feels great. I love the competition here.
You guys both were super athletic. I could tell it was going to go deep. How do you feel about getting a finish like that? Dropping him and taking his back, rear naked choke?
Honestly, he took some heavy hits. He's got a hard head. He fought through it though.
What do you guys say to all your family and your friends that came out to see you?
I want to thank all my family sitting right up there for driving 2 hours up here to watch me win. Bring another W home from my hometown, Myron. I want to thank my team, tournament that can make it up this weekend. Thank you for having me on the card.
One more time for your winner, Chris Fattig.